Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Kharak Cup 5 happened today by some metrics. So anyway, I just wanted to start posting the videos immediately, kind of. Look at the timestamp on the video to get the joke there. Anyway, the first match is going to be between, so this is the qualifier section of course. Now we only had 4 contestants, so there's only 2 matches per round, but it's between Catharsis, spawning here in the south, and Tarnarmour, up here in the north once I reveal all, playing as the Khanef. Now the cool thing here is that actually both of these players played as random, so they have no idea what they're up against. They don't know who's playing. They don't really know each other either. I think this is probably the first time they've ever played. So this is a pretty cool setup right here. Like I said, this tournament had a really low turnout, but you can expect some pretty awesome games here. The lowest skill in the tournament was still very high, so all of the games are very action-packed, very cool games. Really excited to be casting these ones, although I do wish there were some more, but still, you know, makes my life a little bit easier in some regards. Let's see here, what are the strategies going to be? Catharsis is doing a whole lot of quick dropping. Looks like he's trying to min-max some kind of timing push here. How come to see this kind of thing with LAVs? It's probably going to be either AAVs or railguns. I mean, I should admit I have actually seen this game already. I know how it's going to play out, because, you know, Tarnarmour's my brother. We share information. So I mean, we kind of know what's going to go on here, but still interesting to try to see what he's doing to get this rush working. Yeah, another quick drop there, and almost perfect quick drop too. I guess that was actually really impressive. For those of you who don't know what he's doing, your salvager just collect at a certain rate, and then you can click on the, they'll automatically drop back to the carrier, right? But if you want to get the resources a bit faster, you can click on the carrier first, and it'll just give those resources instantly, which is what we call quick dropping. And you can do that to get right up to 85 RUs that it takes for AAV fabrication, for example. So initial scuffles going on right here. Looks like we got a base runner taking some damage. 2 blast drones up here. And now, tragically, they're targeting this salvager here, so they blow up when they pass by it. Like I said, I've already seen this replay. What you need to do in that kind of scenario, blast drones will automatically blow up once they touch something, and this would obviously have been the better target. That's what he was going for, right? So have them, do control and box around the base runner so they're targeting a unit that's far away, and they won't blow up right when they pass by something. Or you can just have them not ever pass by something. That's a little bit tricky sometimes. One ALM in the area to stop this. AAVs are going to pop out very shortly, so it does not look like this rush is going to be able to get anything done, and unfortunately those blast drones really aren't going to be able to either, especially because look at this, look, a blast drone. No, that's actually a targeting jammer. Tarnarmour and I did some testing after this match, actually, and it is indeed true. A targeting jammer stops, look at that, it changes, icon there every time I select on it. I know there's action going on, but I just need to look at this. It was a blast drone before, then it was a sand skimmer, and now it's a salvager, what the heck? Point is, having a targeting jammer there actually does stop blast drones from detonating, so there's no way he was going to be able to get anything done there. And now his production cruiser's in duress. We check the tech right here, railgun fabrication 45 seconds away. This is a really big issue for Tarnarmour, and he is probably going to lose this production cruiser. Maybe he'll be able to get something else done on, in the meantime. 3 blast drones though, not going to be enough to take out AAVs. Not really going to be able to do anything to this main because of the targeting jammer right here. So this is a really tough situation that Tarnarmour is going to find himself in. Not only that, but he's going to lose field control. There's going to be extractions going on right here. And Catharsis, meanwhile, is just going to keep moving up in terms of bases. These 2 blast drones here could actually get some value if they find these salvagers. And it looks like they are going to. Oh, but one of them gets taken up by the AAV. That's pretty sad. Of course, it takes 2 blast drones to kill a salvager, so that is not going to result in anything for Tarnarmour. We don't see, I don't believe, if you look at production, yeah, we don't see any support cruiser coming out just yet, so this blast drone here actually probably going to be able to get these salvagers if he detonates at the right time. It's going to get 1 damage, the other one sand scream is going to come in to finish it off. Excellent right there. That's really important, you know, any little bit of economic damage you can do when you're this far behind is really big. Catharsis, meanwhile, coming up with a perfect follow-up. That's railgun fabrication right there. That's exactly what he needs, I say, because obviously the counter to this is either going to be assault ships or assault railguns. So just get railguns of your own, and you can keep the pressure up. Not totally sure I agree with him not making a support cruiser, but I guess he knows what he's doing. He's gotten this far already, so. And I'm not really a coalition player either. Kind of carriers getting involved here. Could do a bit of a carrier block by rotating in that direction, but it does not look like that's going to go down. Pretty good smoke there, I believe. Is that going to stop the missiles? No, not quite actually, but it probably stopped them when it was in this field of view. Production cruiser does indeed go down, and the assault railgun probably going to follow it. Although it will take one AAV with it. That missile not quite landing on target, but almost there. But this AAV is going to be able to do a lot of damage. Production cruiser has gone down. If you look at the map, actually they're both on one base here, so it's not as dire as it seems. That's why I was saying he should probably get a support cruiser, but still, I mean, this is not really... I mean, this is obviously not where Tarnarmour wants to be. He's got the resources for production cruiser now. He's definitely going to start building that, but until that is finished, no more military for Tarnarmour. Definitely going to be more military for Catharsis here. And, you know, probably a support cruiser too, but I'm really surprised we haven't seen that just yet. So Tarnarmour's not out of the game yet, but he's definitely behind. This is not really where he wanted to be. Sandskimmer's still being super annoying up in the top here, and Catharsis still has not quite found an answer to this. He is going to stop this base runner, which is really nice. Looks like the base runner, the Tarnarmour. The base runner had already used its smoke wall, so it's not going to be able to smoke to get the extraction out, which is what we would usually see happen. What happened to that blast run? I did not catch that. Maybe it just went down for nothing. That's really sad because it could have, you know, done a bunch of damage to those salvagers, but that's alright. ALN's being super annoying for Tarnarmour here, by the way. Not quite stun locking, but, you know, with two of them, definitely reducing the effectiveness of those sand skimmers. Base runner is going to go down right next to the extraction. That's really heartbreaking because, of course, that's going to be super useful, or that would have been anyway, super useful on the defense to have one of those. He does not. Only 4 salvagers here, and there's one mining there, so it looks like a little bit of missaturation by Tarnarmour, but that's not really a huge deal. Still, though, like I said earlier about killing salvagers over here, you know, every little thing counts, so that is pretty rough. But if you look, it's almost like both players are starting the game from right here, you know what I mean? Just that Catharsis has got more tech. And, oh, yep, there we go. There's the support cruiser. So now it's definitely in Catharsis' favor. He's kind of secured that. I mean, Tarnarmour could technically get on 2 bases as well, right? But there's no way he's going to be able to just now because of this pressure right here. But really, like, way to play from behind, because this is definitely, like, make no mistake, he's definitely getting kind of spanked here, but he's doing everything right from this behind position. In fact, even landing that cruise missile dead on. So, not obviously the position you want to be in, but if you are in this position, this is the best you can do, you know what I'm saying? Even, you know, focus firing the right unit with this railgun, gonna get this assault railgun out of the way. Probably gonna lose more salvagers here, could maybe try to... Oh no, this is the edge of the map, isn't it? Oh yeah, right, it's not the edge of the map, but you can't move there. This is a great map. Anyway, in fact, that AAV even gonna get out, but that's probably not necessary. I think he could have killed off this salvager over here as well, but that's alright. Still, though, really impressed with Tarnarmour's play right here. Obviously, he messed up quite a lot in the beginning, but he's definitely made up for it, you know what I mean? Maybe not, you know, in terms of winning this match, but definitely in terms of, you know, looking cool while he goes down, right? There's a lot coming at him right now. It's gonna be it's gonna be really difficult to hold on to this from this position, but still very fun to watch right here. You know, and I also like how he hasn't moved his production cruiser here to try to get a second base, because, like, he's not making salvagers. Like, there's no reason to be there. That's just more risky. And now that he's moving his carrier out, you know, his carrier can be that base, and it can also be much harder to assault. I just think that's pretty wise, because normally in this position, you know, okay, production cruiser goes here now, right? But, like, not necessarily, you know what I mean? Because obviously it doesn't, you know, help him at all in this scenario. Right, so... Like I said, railguns were the perfect response because they can take out enemy railguns, but they can also do a lot of damage to carriers. Catharsis also sticking to AAVs right here, but I think honestly Sandskimmers might be a good idea against Con-F. They're faster, much less likely you're going to get hit by this cruise missile. And then you can run in there a lot faster and kind of exploit the lack of army on your opponent's side. Because the reason that this is so imbalanced right now is because Catharsis has so many more units. You can also see he's just now getting his first extraction, so... still not even that uneven in that regard. One heavy railgun is out for Tarnarmour now, and that's excellent. Gonna do a really good job taking out these AAVs, but now the railguns are up here on the high ground position. Cruise missiles coming out. Is this going to be a hit? It was going to be a hit on the railgun. The AAV kind of strayed into it, but it's still not great. Those two are missed. I assume he's blind firing right now, so he didn't know that they weren't there. But now he's back in range again. These railguns instantly slaughter that that assault railgun right there. Gonna do a lot of damage to the heavy, but I think he's actually gonna get out. But they take out this assault railgun too. However, crucially, all of the AAVs are down, and now the Sandstorm is gonna run in there. They're gonna have a little bit of a field day right here. Still surprisingly hard to fight Saban railguns when they've got their marked target like this. Oh no, Tarnarmour! You hit your own Sandskimmer there, buddy. Anyway, you can see, however, the artifact pressure is beginning to mount up. There's 2 base runners here. It's soon going to be 3-0. Oh, look at those cruise missiles taking out a railgun right there. These Sandskimmers obviously not doing too much on their own, but the fact that they give line of sight for the carrier is pretty big on its own. Still, I'd like to see more missiles raining in right here, even though you don't necessarily know exactly where you are. You have an idea, you know, you can at least try to shoot at them. It's now 8 railguns against 2, and the carrier, no, 3 I guess, yeah, 3. 8 on 3, obviously not very good odds, but 4 on 3 is not nearly so bad, especially when they're all damaged right here. Love to see him wait and kind of regroup. And he can take a bit of damage here. It's obviously a little risky as time goes on. Things can begin getting worse, but look at this. These 3 railguns right here is going to get absolutely wrecked. And now, you know, it's a 3 on 3 right in this this area right here. 2 more are coming really quickly, but this has potential to turn around. Still on AAV smoking, giving line of sight. I think that's really cool, but not sure if that's actually good for Catharsis. Still though, no missiles raining in right now, you know. In this position, Tarnarmour can still come out on top, but he's got to be raining missiles like constantly. So carrier's beginning to fall below half right here. This is a little bit dangerous. Artifact pressure is still on, obviously, so Tarnarmour has to be the aggressor in case you're wondering like why he's even pushing here. He really needs to, otherwise the game's going to be over before too long. But look at this, it's a 1 on 3 now. He's actually got the railgun numbers. 1 on 0. I think you know which one's ahead in that scenario. And I'm not sure if he knows it, but I mean, he can definitely push here. And in fact, he should push because, as you can see, his opponent is on 3 bases. He's only on 1. Definitely salvagers getting produced, but this is definitely like the time for Tarnarmour to push. It's a little unfortunately he's got damage on his carrier, but he could maybe get something done here. Doesn't really look like he wants to take a particularly active position, though. He's still defending. Not sure if I like that move there. I think this is kind of like his window, and it may be closing, but as you know, more and more railguns get produced here, 3 at a time. You can see some AAVs getting produced there as well to kind of eliminate this Sandskimmer weakness that he's got. Catharsis also, how many upgrades does he have for these railguns? He's got 2 upgrades for the railguns, and so the Sandskimmers are having difficulty chewing through them. It's not so easy. Another little engagement going on right here, but once again, Tarnarmour he doesn't have the railgun majority, but he does have the railgun majority in this position, you know what I mean? So, you know, miraculously, he's still trading effectively, and these 4 railguns have lasted for so long. This one's a sentinel, man, so, I love how they have little names to the ranks. It's really cool. But yeah, honestly, not doing too badly at all, you know? It's really amazing that Tarnarmour has, like, clawed his way back to where he is. I still think he's very far behind. I still think it's going to be very hard for him to take the win here. Going against 3 bases like this, but you know, if there's a way to do it, this is the way. Still, I'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive. He has the railgun majority right here. Probably does not have the upgrade majority. He's got 1 upgrade actually, so it's not terrible. But yeah, look at this. He's still getting kills. He's still trading effectively. I mean, this is really incredible. But he needs to move now. There's lots of railguns coming out. And with this artifact here extracting means it's going to be 1 artifact away from game end, so he has to occupy this position. He has to get there before these railguns show up. Excellent smoke right there. That's crucial because, of course, we know that's where a lot of, like, this is very important to Catharsis right now. Should have probably used the missile battery mortar, but that's alright. Maybe he was saving it for, like, a better scenario. I'm not totally sure. Sandskimmers are going to come in and find the base runner, and that's good. They ain't got nothing to do right here right now, so, you know, getting the base runner is definitely good for him. Yeah, that carrier needs to participate, I think, or else things are going to get bad. And now, look at how many railguns there are. Railgun advantage is beginning to dwindle very, very quickly. And going behind this hill is giving up the ground, giving up the time. I think that's going to be too much right here. And now this railgun war is definitely not going to go in Tarnarmour's favor. It looks like his window has closed, unfortunately. Excellent targeting jammer there, by the way. Look at that. totally stopped those sand skimmers from firing for like quite a long time. And that's exactly the time that these railguns were falling. I mean, that was beautiful play right there. AAVs just chewing these guys up. They're not going to be able to get anything done. And Tarnarmour is going to be on 3 bases soon, but he's going to get pushed off of his 3rd base very, very quickly. Probably should detonate this one now. Because, you know, it is kind of messing up his advance right there. Missile's coming in for the carrier, but it's really too late. And also, this is the last artifact right here. So if this one extracts, it's game over. Tarnarmour has to just like rush in there to kill it, but then these railguns are going to kill him, you know what I mean? So this is definitely what it's like to get stuck between a rock and a hard place. Missiles being used against these guys right here, but really they need to be sent over there. I don't know if he has range though, he might not. Production cruiser just went down, by the way, so no 3 base for you. And yeah, this base runner is definitely going to extract. In fact, even with a targeting jammer stopping the sand skimmers, look at that. I mean, I really got to hand it to Catharsis, you know what I mean? Like, he knows what he's doing here. He can even launch another one right there if he wants. This one's still on cooldown, but it doesn't even matter. He's going to extract, and that will be game. Really, really fun play from Catharsis here. We really have not seen him play like this before. But, you know, just super active, like very aggressive early game. I love it when people play aggressive in the early game, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to pull off, but, like, it leads to the most exciting games. That's why Sparrow is, like, one of my favorite people to watch, even if he's got super bad weakness in the very beginning, exploit, but, you know, still, he's such an aggressive player. It's just so fun to watch him, you know, do what he does. Whereas like Discara, A-game, they're a lot more macro heavy, so it's a little boring when they play each other right in the beginning game because just nothing's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Really fun to watch Catharsis play here. Really fun to watch Tarnarmour kind of struggle to defend it. That was definitely a good game. And now I'm really excited for the rest of the games in this series. We're gonna jump into one right away, so stay posted, don't unsub, more videos on the way, oh my gosh.